And it's Monday, y'all, and I hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. I know what you're thinking, Brad. It's Labor Day. Why are you on the pod? Because it's football season. It's football season, and my main man, Jersey Fred, is excited. I know the boys of summer are still playing, Fred.
Yes.
But it's football season.
It is football season. It was an exciting weekend, obviously, sports wise.
For sure.
With college, there was some decent games, and we'll get into that. But
Sure.
yeah, I mean, kickoff is Thursday night, and we're back. Just like that.
We are back. Summer is over.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the sad part. Summer as we know it. Because I think it goes to the September 22nd officially. But here in Jersey, summer's over. Today is the last day, LDW. And then tomorrow begins local summer, as we call it. That's the month of September.
Okay.
So that's when most of the locals enjoy their time with not a lot of hustle and bustle. Beaches are free after Labor Day weekend.
Are back home.
All the bennies are back up north.
The bennies. What does it mean by the bennies?
The bennies is something that they call outsiders down here. It's an old phrase that they created way back in the day because of the train lines. Bayonne, Elizabeth, Newark, New York, Benny. That's where all the people would come down. So they would call them bennies.
Nice.
And they still do. But the crazy thing is I'm not one of those people because I was a Benny. So now that I'm down here, I'm like,
whole different mindset.
Yeah. And plus, without the bennies, I mean, come on, there would be no boardwalk.
Good point.
Let's be honest.
You would love this. I don't think I even said this to you, but a couple weeks ago we played in this. I mentioned playing, but I didn't tell you the cool part is the outing when I was in the couples invitational. Every hole had a question, and you had to answer it. Right. One of the questions asked about a riptide. Boom! Thanks to Jersey Fred, I nailed it.
Yeah.
Then it's one of the other questions was, who has the largest boardwalk in the United States? Boom. I nailed that one too.
Okay.
Fred, you would have crushed this. You probably wouldn't have went low in the golf, but you would have went high on the points in the question.
Why was it, ocean based? It seems like.
Because it was like a beach theme.
Nice. Everyone loves the beach. I mean, come on.
Loves the beach.
It's a little sad. Today we will be at the boardwalk today.
Nice.
Getting Mare her last corn dog of the season.
Ooh.
I'm sure you'll be getting a picture of that.
I was just gonna say, yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about this, and I was talking to Sarah as we've been doing up the show notes. What was your favorite part of this summer for you guys? Personally, whatever, sports-wise, anything. What was your favorite part of the summer?
That's tough.
Sarah and I were on a walk with Frank last night, and I asked her the same question because I was curious. We did a lot of cool stuff this summer, and I was curious, and I was kind of surprised at hers. Not surprised, actually kind of happy. But I'll explain mine after you tell me yours.
I mean, it was a roller coaster of emotions, I think, in our household this summer. So, it's bittersweet. It was great summer. Lots of people, we had lots.
You have people in and out every weekend visiting. Obviously, when you live in a hot spot, people come visit. But you guys knew that going into it. You bought the house for a reason. I have my own room when I go there. Everybody has assigned rooms. They know what the deal is. The pool's fixed.
It was good. I mean, I think one of my highlights was, Great Adventure.
With Anna?
I think that was awesome. I'm glad
Anna?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I thought you were gonna talk about hanging out with the kids because I know how much the kids coming down there, you have a blast, but I forgot about the trip. Did you see he went to Cedar Point on his own?
Yeah, I was messaging him and he said it was last minute. So
Yeah.
that I was kind of
I did see you comment on it. I
couldn't believe I missed it.
I would say mine was actually my trip to Wisconsin, going to playing golf in Wisconsin at Lake Geneva. Close second was Boston, but I asked Sarah. I thought she would pick Wisconsin, but she said the trip to Boston because she had never been to Boston, and she also got the opportunity to meet the guys I basically grew up with in college. So I was cool that she had such a fun time. But I tell you what, man, sad to see it go. But I do love fall golf, Fred. I do love fall golf. I'm not going to lie. I love riding my motorcycle in the fall.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just it down here. There's just a vibe right now. So like, I mean, there's the one vibe of like it's local summer, so you get the real hardcore locals. Like I'm not a local. I'm a local here, but I grew up north. So everyone down here. So you have that vibe where they're just like they're so excited. Like it's our time, you know. But then you have the rest of the folks that are like, you know, I mean, just it's over. Like local summer is fun because you do. I mean, the beaches are empty, you know, and shit's open still, and you're not paying to get on the beach, and like, you know, no one's around. It's great,
Right.
But the weather's not like perfect, you know, like so like
Yeah,
you
but it's
know
not terrible. It's good. It's nice. It's not too hot.
it's nice, but you know, it's not like we're gonna like it's gonna be like you know, I just think most of these people down here think they like when it's quiet. I like the hustle and bustle.
Right.
You
I
know.
get it. Jumping right in. Let's just jump right into college football. Obviously, the big weekend, start of the weekend. I gotta start this, and we're gonna talk about college football, then we're gonna lead into NFL, how we're gonna do every Monday. But I need to make this very clear. And we talked about it last year. Like, as far as college football is concerned, I went to Ferris. We win national titles. That's a different thing. I'm Division I college football. So am I a Michigan fan? Yes. I'm a Michigan football fan. Okay. But I'm an optimistic Michigan football fan. Unlike my fandism on the Detroit Lions, I'm a hopeless optimistic. You know, different. It's a different fandom. Do you understand where I'm coming from, Fred?
Yeah.
Okay. With the Lions, I'm just clueless, and I'm a fan. They're win it every year, whatever. With Michigan, I'm optimistic. So I bring that up to say this. I want to know your opinion, Fred. Everybody talked about Arch Manning. They've been talking about this kid since he was 14, and everybody wanted to see what he was going to do against Ohio State. Now, locally here, we have a local kid out of Belleville, Bryce Underwood, who got his first start at Michigan. Now, granted, I understand that Michigan played New Mexico. That plays a big part in it. But I thought the kid looked amazing. I really thought he looked poised. I thought he looked like he had control of the game for being as young as he is, turning 18 like 2 weeks ago. My question to you, Fred, am I being hopelessly optimistic as a Michigan fan right now? What is your outside opinion of how Bryce Underwood looked on Saturday against New Mexico?
I watched a little of the Michigan game. It was you know, it was a little bit of it wasn't a great game to watch, but like as a Michigan fan, I guess it was.
Yeah.
I think he looked great. I think he looked good, but I think and it was a good game to get out of the way as his first start.
For sure.
He had good numbers, you know, but like this week, I mean,
he didn't make mistakes. I think
no.
that's one key thing you have to take in consideration. He wasn't trying to force things. He controlled the game well, and he made plays when he needed to.
I think you're going to get a little bit of a better look this week because the kid from Oklahoma, Mateer,
Yep.
He's one of the top picks in the NFL draft. So if you now as a Michigan fan, you get to watch the game and you'll watch Oklahoma as well. So then you could kind of like compare and contrast a little bit of this kid who they say is going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the draft this year.
Right.
Talks in Pittsburgh land about him too.
Right.
And
because of
and how Bryce does.
Why? Let me stop you there. Why is the talk in Pittsburgh? What am I missing there?
Well, Chill Will is not our guy.
Oh, so you're saying for drafting purposes next year for the Steelers?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So they're that's one of the guys on the radar. But like it'll be interesting to see Bryce play against like on the road in Norman, like
Night game.
I mean, come on, like, and if he doesn't do well, it's not the end of the world either. So
great point. Great point.
Yeah, so it'll be a good game to watch. I think like out of all the games this weekend, that game last night was really good.
That game last night was really good.
Yeah,
a lot of Michigan fans were cheering for Notre Dame for the first time too.
Well, yeah, I mean, and Catholics versus convicts, always a classic.
Yeah,
I think that it was. It looked like it was going to get away for a second.
It did.
21-7 maybe at one point. But yeah, so it ended up being a really good game. I think that, you know what? So like in the past, Carson Beck, I always just thought was like a Danny Dimes guy, kind of boring guy. And now with the U, I think he has a little swag.
That you actually just I that was going to be my question, is that this Carson Beck's like come out year, right? Is he going to put the U back on the map? You see, even Michael Irvin was on the sideline last night.
Yes, he was.
That's because he's so mad at his other team that we're going to talk about later that I was sick about. But yes, I thought that was pretty cool. When that kid made that one-handed grab, dude, he was all over him when he came back to sideline. That catch was insane.
Yeah. But as for Arch, I did watch the game.
Okay. I mean, all right, lead right into it. I want to hear it.
I mean, I was a little underwhelmed with the entire game whatsoever. Like
100%.
If you're going to tell me that these are the two best teams in the country, I understand it's week one, but like that's either really bad or they're that good. So I'm like confused because
it's so early to tell.
Yes. And the game was
so early.
pretty shitty. I think Arch, he has that quick release kind of like sling. It's pretty cool, I thought. But if you're going to tell me that Ohio State has the best defense in the country and this is his first game on the road, of the season, and, it's the first game of the year, then, I mean, he didn't have terrible numbers. He threw a pick. He almost threw two. I
give you an argument that he probably should have had four.
It was close.
But a lot of Lions fans aren't really happy about who the defensive coordinator is at Ohio State this year, right?
Of course.
So, which is interesting. I was listening to the radio on the way in, and they're like, was it Arch not playing so well, or was it Patricia and his defensive scheme? I want to say it's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah. I mean,
I think Arch missed a lot of like key passes, but again, man, the kids nowadays with the internet and expectations of somebody in that family. I mean, he's had the spotlight on him since he was 14, and now this was his time. I even said on that last drive, if he comes back and he wins this game, the rest is forgotten of that game, right?
Of course. They also got stopped at the goal line, which would have tied it up 7-7. Would have made it a little more interesting at the time. So, like, I mean, the game ended 14-7. It wasn't like
it was kind of boring.
Nobody was dominant at all. If you're going to say that Ohio State has the best defense in the country, then Texas has the second best defense. I don't know, like,
right.
like, so it was kind of like I was very excited to watch that game.
I was super excited. I actually teed off. I golfed at 7 a.m. on Saturday so that I could be home by noon. I was wearing like fleeced pants and a long shirt, and by the 9th hole, I was sweating because it was like 50 when I teed off. It was terrible, but it was fun playing golf. But I got home at noon. I was stoked, got on the patio, watched the game, and just, again, Fred, like you said, I was a little underwhelmed. I wanted a little bit more out of that game, but I think it's early. I think people are, the Heisman candidacy is over for Arch. I think it's just a little too premature right now.
I love Texas this week. To be honest, they're given a ton, but I think this is the week they put up 40, 50 points.
Who's Texas play this week?
Like San Jose State, which just got beat by by Central. Fire up Chips. Watch that game late night. Missed field goal by San Jose State. The Chips come away with a win out in California.
That was that was well past my bedtime.
It was going till about 1:30 in the morning. The LSU Clemson game was good.
LSU Clemson. Are you surprised by the outcome?
I'm not.
I don't think I wasn't, but a lot of people were talking about how Clemson's going to be the national championship this year. I don't see it, man.
I don't either. I do have a little connection to LSU. So like earlier this summer, my buddy Ed. His brother-in-law is the D-backs coach of Corey Raymond, played for the Lions, played for the Giants. He's the D-backs coach for LSU.
Okay.
His son was here this summer. Ed's nephew hanging out. So I was talking to him about the upcoming season, and he's like, he said, they're really not giving us any like respect, and people are thinking we can win it all. So I'm like, really?
So it's either one way or the other.
So that's why I said, week one, LSU wins this game because of the way he was talking about it. And so I think that that doesn't surprise me. Clemson is like that team that like
always
like, okay, so you're going to run the table in the ACC or like with a shitty schedule. Like, it's not that impressive. LSU's going to play a way tougher schedule.
For sure.
It's like, doesn't even compare. So like, it'll be interesting to see how things shake up. But like, Brad, it's really weird with like the college football week one. It's like the rankings and all that bullshit. It means absolutely nothing, really. Bama losing huge. I mean, that's huge.
Let me ask you this question. This is another thing I had written down. Is Florida State that good, or is the Bama run over?
I think Florida State is that good, but I don't think Bama is that good either. So, I mean, Bama ends up in the top 10 preseason. Doesn't even matter what
it just name. It's just a name. Yeah. There's nothing behind it.
So, and I felt that way about the Clemson at number 4. Like, it'll be interesting to see what this looks like, even like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 weeks from now, let alone what it looks like in November, like what the rankings look like. It'll be very interesting to see how that all pans out. Florida has got the U, Florida and Florida State are all, great this year. So that'll be interesting, those games down there.
Well, with that being said, I got one last question to ask you about Michigan. But I do have to give a shout out to Justice Haynes, the guy that transferred from Alabama, the running back, number 22. He looked really good too. But again,
ton of yards, 3 touchdowns.
Optimistic, 5 touchdowns, but it is New Mexico. He still looked good. Question for you though. Do you think Bryce Underwood will be at Michigan for all 4 years?
I think he's going to be there for maybe 2 or 3 and goes pro.
Okay, so he's not going to play for another team.
I don't believe so.
Team.
I don't believe so.
All right. I
don't know.
Because I heard a lot of chatter that he would go a year or 2 and then transfer to the SEC. I hope he stays. I
wouldn't be surprised if he ends up flipping the script and goes back to LSU in 3 years, which would be super interesting and a great story. But
not for people who like Michigan.
No. But just in general,
right.
But I don't. He might play 2 years and go into the draft.
True. All right. Before we get into NFL, we got the Monday's Monster, and my video is not working. Oh yeah, it is. Here we go. So, all right, Fred, I got one for you.
Fourth down. Down doesn't matter. This will be
the last keep an eye on number 17.
First half. Catch, back to pass, steps up, he fires into the end zone, caught!
Nope.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Incomplete.
This replay is insane.
Oh my goodness,
Michael
Champine
Brown.
Brown.
How many Orion. Dad's a buddy of mine.
Oh my goodness.
He stretches
I want to see a replay there.
I'm in
cool
shock.
to watch
This
him.
corner
There
end
is
zone
right there.
is now home to 2 first half ending drop touchdown passes in the same exact spot. Can't believe it.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Yep. Great job.
Our angle.
Pretty cool there, huh? I'm getting so many videos for people wanting to be on Monday's Monster. So we only got time for one, but we're gonna keep stacking them up. But shout out to Michael Champine of Lake Orion. Unfortunately, I believe they took an L there.
They lost. Yeah.
They lost that game. But I'm excited for high school football. I'm gonna go to a couple. I'm gonna go to some Rochester games. I'm gonna go to some Lance Cruz games. There's a kicker on the east side that I heard is just bombing balls for Lakeview. Then there's an actual female kicker. Get this, Fred, who I coached in soccer back in the day with Peyton, who's kicking for Lakeshore.
Okay.
So it's just some interesting, cool local stuff. And I believe she actually signed to go play soccer out of state. So
okay.
I love me some high school sports. You know that.
Yeah.
Bouncing into the NFL. Obviously, the biggest news of the week is Parsons going to the Packers, which I don't know. I can't stand it, right? I can't stand it, Fred. I hate that he's now in our division because the guy is an absolute stud. I'm happy that he switched his number from 11 to 1 because 11 was my number, Fred. So it's one of my favorite numbers, and I hated that he wore it. Now that he plays for the Packs, but that's my own issues. I got a lot of them when it comes to the Lions. You know that. Thoughts? Is Jerry Jones out of his mind? Are the Packers crazy for paying as much money as they did?
I guess I guess we'll see. Again, this is hypothetical land.
I think that's the world we live in.
I do always argue with Jackson Spikes because he always says to me, the Giants have the toughest schedule in the NFL. And I say, well, I'll let you know that at the end of the year.
Right.
Because that's such bullshit. I don't know what you go by, and it is what it is. And
Are you saying this? Are you saying this because it's early in the season and we don't know? Similar to your comment of college football, like you don't know
nothing. Nobody knows anything. So, like, to say the Giants have the toughest schedule, like, let's say, Jaden Daniels gets hurt, Dak gets hurt, and Hurts gets hurt. So now, like, at the end of the year, are you going to say the Giants? Oh, they had 7 wins and they had the toughest schedule. Like, I don't know if they have the toughest schedule. I don't know. Right. I think you should tell me at the end of the year who had the toughest schedule.
Fair. Yeah.
Like, don't tell me now who you think had. Technically with the numbers, I'm like, the numbers can go fuck themselves. Like, that means nothing. So,
100%. Kind of like picking the Chiefs early out.
Yeah, I mean,
they never cover. The Chiefs never cover.
No, and that'll be an interesting game on Friday. But I think that it's just so early that that's like I had told you this about the Green Bay game you're going to. I mean, worst case scenario, it's not the end of the world. Like, for the Lions, it really isn't. You lose that game in like October, November, like, dude, that's big. You lose it week 1, you'll forget about it in 2 weeks.
I won't.
You will.
I won't, Fred. Number one, well, okay, that's a bad analogy because I'm going to say, the last Lions game that was awesome, but we lost, and it was the end of the season. So I get it. I'm looking forward to it. I leave Friday, so I fly out Friday. Okay, I get into the UP late Friday night. Probably going to play some golf on Saturday at Gray Walls, which Scott lives literally across the street. He's an ex-golf pro, so I asked him for, we'll do some lessons on the range, Fred, some free lessons.
Okay.
Well, hopefully get my swing in order here. And then we're leaving early, man. A 2-hour drive is my understanding, heading there early. I'm excited. I know a lot of people that are going too, Fred, a lot of Lions fans. He said it's going to be 30% Lions fans. What do you think?
I think it'll be less.
Less than 30. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought 30 was a lot too.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. I want to be around so many Packers fans. But
you want to be the only Lions fan there.
There'd be nothing better than me end up being on TV again, and it's just me like this, surrounded by cheeseheads.
Yes.
But I can't even tell you. I'm so excited. And I didn't bring this up, but I've been to 4 games on the road. Chicago, New Orleans, Tampa, Arizona. Fred, 4-0 on the road. I am.
Okay.
Will this be 5?
Well, you got a good chance.
We got a good chance.
I think you got a good chance. It's going to be a good game. I believe. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, again,
same shit. Like, where are we have 2 new coordinators. Green Bay super young. Jordan Love's coming off of kind of an injury. Is Micah Parsons going to be like in sync with this defense? But in my opinion, people were talking about that. Like, Micah Parsons doesn't need to be in sync with this defense. They basically say, look at number 16 and follow him and smash his face in anytime you can.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But Penei Sewell is going to have is going to be that's going to be a matchup that you're going to be watching the whole game.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch that game, obviously, for many reasons. I will not be at opening day. My plans have changed. So,
disappointing, Fred.
What's that?
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but I was asked to play fall ball. First game is this Sunday. They're 9:00 games. I'll be home for the game, but so I was asked to play. It's a 45-55 league, mixed kind of.
You chose that over going to the game?
Well, it's week 1, so I didn't want to like not
Well,
show up.
to your point, wait, week 1 is. I mean, if you lose in week 1, it's not that big of a deal, Fred.
Well, with
it's later in fall ball that you have to worry about.
With fall ball, week 1 is kind of big as well. There's only 8 weeks.
Okay,
so,
that makes sense.
So like, but yeah, so I can't go to the fucking Jet game. But it is what it is. But I will be here, watching.
All right. Well, with that said, every week I'm going to pick a 3-game parlay. You're going to pick a 3-game parlay. And let's see who ends the best. We'll start tallying it every week.
Are we on spreads or money line?
Spreads? Got to go spreads.
Okay.
Got to go spreads. And then you and I are in pick 5 league or pick 8.
Yes.
Pick 8?
Yes.
I used to be in a pick 5. It's pick 8, right?
Yes.
Pick 8.
Yeah.
And we'll start tallying those too. See how
that my picks in last night.
You're a week early.
Only a couple days. It's got to be in by Thursday at 8.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
No. All right. I got to get mine in.
Nothing's changing from now until Thursday.
Good point. All right. So my 3-game parlay this week.
Go ahead.
Chiefs -3.
Friday night.
Raiders +2.5. I have a feeling about the Raiders this year.
Right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I think Ashton Gentry is going to be very good.
I do too.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see him play. And then another team that I'm a little nervous about that people don't talk about, I'm going to take in the first week is Bucks -2.5. So I got Chiefs, Raiders, Bucks for my 3-gamer, which I already placed the bet on FanDuel. Okay. And I'm also going to bet yours too. I don't know if you're going to bet mine. I'm going to bet yours and mine every week.
Maybe I'll bet a 6-leg with us a combined one.
I love that. Everybody gets paid if we get them all right. So give me your 3 this week.
My 3 are going to be the Steelers. I like the Steelers.
Wait.
Yeah.
Fred,
I know.
I know. You know what I'm going to say? I feel like every week you're contradicting yourself on the things you say from the beginning.
I know. But you know what? It's week 1. So like I never bet the Steelers. I only bet the overs.
That's not true, Fred. You just bet them.
No. I know.
I know.
In the past, I've always only bet the overs. But like I'm changing it up a little. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
new year, new me.
It's my new me. It's my Rodgers year. So I'm going with the Steelers.
Okay.
I also have the Bucks.
All right.
And I have the Bengals.
Who the Bengals play?
The Bengals play the Browns. Yeah.
So you're going minus. I looked at this game. It's -6.5 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. All road guys. You got all road guys too.
I do. But I'm not going against Joe Flacco. That's some good picks. Again, it's picking NFL this early is so hard. Hard. The first 3-4 weeks are, I think it's a guessing game.
And there's a ton of games that are like a field goal.
Yeah.
I mean,
spread wise. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean,
I do like the
Broncos.
I like the Broncos late. I like the Cardinals late.
Nobody's talking about Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, or is that just me or where I'm at?
Maybe it's just you.
Yeah, you think?
I don't think anyone ever talks about the Cardinals.
I don't either, but I don't know. They mentioned them and something. I'm like, dude, nobody said anything. No preseason, no sports, no nothing talks about what's going on in Arizona and how good Kyler Murray will be this year.
Yeah, I do like the Broncos and the Cardinals in a late afternoon parlay, but we'll see. I mean, it's just I like the Eagles, man. I mean, let's be honest. but I'm not, I wouldn't put that in my my 3-gamer, obviously.
Right. And I obviously noted here, and we want to make this point, I think, for the listeners, we don't bet unders.
No,
We don't bet
Life's
unders. We don't bet
life's
unders.
too short.
Life's too short. Okay. Just full disclosure. I don't want anybody to be like, oh, guys, what do you guys think about the under in the lake? Not
No,
us.
I don't
Not us.
think about it.
We don't think about unders. We don't watch football for people not to score.
Yeah, unless you're, unless the Steelers are on defense.
Unless Steelers on defense. All right. Another announcement this week that was probably bigger than the Micah Parsons. I don't know. Maybe. Fred, tell us about the big announcement this week. You look at you. You're all smiles.
Well,
Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you going to be in attendance? Fred, take it away.
so, Mother did it again. And yes, I'm happy. I'm always happy for Mother. I just want Mother to be happy. And I'm glad that he's making an honest woman out of her. It's about time. I would love, I'm waiting patiently for my invitation. I'm not sure, if I'm going to make the cut.
I don't see why not.
But,
you know what? And it's funny you bring that up, Fred, because I hate to keep doing this, but it's all recorded. And you, my friend, went viral.
Yes.
Because you made a statement prior to the Super Bowl last year that you thought maybe Taylor wasn't the girl for Travis, and Travis wasn't the guy for Taylor. Now here we are. You're happy. You got a lot of shit for that comment, Fred.
I did get a lot of shit
for you to redeem yourself and go.
But I will say this: if they listen to the full interview, or the full pod, I did say that was my opinion. I didn't think it, but in the end, I just want Mother to be happy, and I feel as if she's happy. So, if I had a 10-carat ring on, I'd probably be happy too.
True.
But yeah, no, and that's okay. It's okay to have your own opinion nowadays and not agree. Is it though? Do I still think that she's the one for him? No, I think he's out kicking his coverage, way out kicking it. Fair catch, over the head, fair catch, not even going down there to cover. And for her, I think it's a charity. It's a little charity case. And to throw the guy a bone, he's probably a nice guy. I'm not saying he's not a nice guy.
Right. Okay.
But Mother deserves to be happy, and it's time.
Is she just settling, Fred?
I'm not sure she's settling. She does a lot of charity work, and that's documented,
including this engagement.
It could be. So in every city she goes to, she does a lot of charity work. This could be her biggest charity case. Just grabbing some old, washed up NFL guy and putting him on a pedestal.
The greatest tight end in NFL history is washed up, Fred said.
Some washed up guy, and now he's a big name. So, she actually
is this going to be his last year?
100%. It's time to start a family now. And that's another thing. And I won't get into any of that stuff. She will not be having babies. Not on my watch. But it's surrogacy or nothing. There's no way she does that.
So you're on the pod right now announcing that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will not have children.
They will have children. She will not birth them.
Oh, okay. I don't hate that, Fred. You know that.
Yeah, she doesn't have time for that. You're talking about a billionaire, the greatest performer of all time. She's just going to lay around for 9 months. Who does that? I mean,
lay
the ones
around for
that
9
do,
months.
God
That's how
bless.
you're going to explain pregnancy, Fred.
What's
lay
that?
around for 9 months. That's how you're going to explain pregnancy. You're going to get us canceled.
No. When I say lay around for 9 months, I would expect any woman to lay around for 9 months that's pregnant, because that is just laborious. And it is Labor Day. So we are speaking of pregnancy. There you have it. I do it. I don't expect women to do a damn thing when they're pregnant, because I know damn well I would not move a fucking muscle. So that's what I mean about sitting around. And
Okay,
I mean
fair enough.
resting, let's say resting.
Resting.
And
She doesn't
there's
have time for that.
there's no way the greatest entertainer in the world is just going to take a year off and then have another kid take another year off. It's not going to happen.
Now, it's funny you say that, and I'm going to bring this up too. And I brought this up to Sarah. She thinks that she's not bigger than Michael Jackson if you compared apples to apples.
I mean,
what he did without the internet is very impressive.
Super impressive.
So it's hard to compare the two.
It's two different eras. It's the Jordan, LeBron James. I mean, like you're not gonna like compare it's hard to compare the two eras. So I mean, but she's the greatest entertainer of all time. I mean, I don't know what Sarah's smoking, but like and it seems like she's smoking something good. But and I'm a Michael Jackson guy. I'm the king of pop. I love the guy. Prince, king of pop, Barry Manilow. I mean, you're talking about the greatest performers of all time.
Wait, hold the train. Did you just put Barry Manilow and Michael Jackson in the same category?
And Prince, yes.
Fred, I think the better question is, what are you smoking?
Well, I'm smoking. But like, yeah, and Barry Manilow, just for the Fanilows out there, he's not done. He's going on a European tour next year, 2026. He will be on tour next year, which means he's going to be touring the States again. I will be there with my Fanilow buddies.
Yep.
All the ants.
Yeah.
But also, speaking of music, though, kicking off the Eminem Snoop tour, Dre is at Ford Field. It's the hometown opener. That is in April. So Eminem, Snoop, 50 Cent, Rihanna, Dre.
Yes. Yep.
The Last Ride or something kicks off at Ford Field in April.
I don't hate it. I think it's something we got to go to.
Yes, and it goes to MetLife right after that. But yeah, speaking of Tay-Tay, I mean, I'm happy for her. Obviously,
right.
I just want mother to be happy.
Always.
And the guy on the Chiefs or whatever, good for him too.
Yeah. Patrick. Oh yeah, that guy.
No,
all right, real quick.
The backup tight end.
Yeah, he's the backup. Real quick, we're running a little long. Plus, it's Labor Day, and I appreciate you taking the holiday. We got a grueling schedule over here, and being the start of football, we had to jump on. So I appreciate it, Fred. Real quick, we'll wrap up with a little bit of Major League Baseball. Yankees, Tigers. Not terrible weekend for you, Fred.
7 out of 8.
Not terrible. You're half game up on Boston.
3 games out of first, half game up on Boston. But the real thing is coming up now. Our next 4 series are home against the Astros, away in Toronto, home against the Tigers, away in Boston. Those are the next 2 weeks. Those are the next 4 series we have. So, now it gets down to business. Playing
the Toronto series is going to be huge. That could be the season.
Huge. Yeah, well, that could be for the division, yeah. And then the following weekend at Boston is and we have the Tigers in town. So it'll be interesting. We're starting to settle down.
We're gonna do the hat bet again. We're gonna do the hat bet. As far as the Tigers, then we get swept by the A's.
Yes, in Sacramento, by the way.
We have correct me if I'm wrong, Fred, but I believe our relievers have the second highest ERA. I'm getting a little nervous for the playoffs, Fred. I'm getting a little nervous. I know again, I get it. Like you and Nolan said this, our division is weak. Our division is really weak. So I think this gives like kind of false hope to Tigers fans. Because the division is so weak, we're not chasing a Milwaukee. We're not chasing a Toronto. I'm a little nervous, man. I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if we have the depth to go far. I was all on board before, but I think your luck can only run so far if your you have the second highest ERA in baseball.
And I do think that the division plays a part in it. You get swept by the A's. Like I said to Beetle when he was here, I said to Beetle, listen, it's a great time to get swept by the A's. You're up by 8 games. Like that's not terrible. But the problem now is it's the lack of focus or when you're battling for a playoff spot or battling for a division, I think there's a little more sense of urgency. Now these guys are professional athletes. They're not taking a day off. But, but mentally, maybe they are taking mental days off.
And I think it showed in the A series.
Yeah, and you're up 8 games. You're not losing the division. So
and maybe that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Right?
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like having that large lead, and they're getting a little comfortable knowing that you have that. Like maybe that's some hope.
I mean, on one hand, it's great to have an 8-game lead in September.
Does it keep your players hungry? It's almost like I hate to bring this up, but it's like the Lions taking a week off after winning the division, and they're not mentally they're not there.
Yeah.
Whereas a team who's battling for the division or battling for a wild card spot that's coming in hungry, and you've kind of been loafing for the last 30 days.
Yeah, and you want to be hot right now. So it'll be interesting to see how the Tigers do against good teams at the end of the year now. The series at the stadium here is going to be big. Like that's something where I would consider that being a bigger problem, losing to the Yankees than the A's, because the A's you gotta chalk that up to just like not being focused. There's no way you're not focused in Yankee Stadium. So now you get swept in Yankee Stadium, then you should be a little nervous about, hey, my problem is that I think that's the Yankees' biggest problem is they can't beat good teams. They take care of business on the teams they should beat. Like this week, they played the Nationals and the White Sox 7 out of 8. So in a row. So it's just like, but now the real story is, what do you do against the Astros, the Blue Jays, the Tigers, the Red Sox? 4 playoff teams. What do you do against them? Do you win those series? If the Yankees win those series, then I'll feel very comfortable. But if they get slapped around, then it's just back to the same shit.
We have a 1:00 game against Scotty the Body's team today.
Yes.
What do you think? What do you think our chances are against the Mets today?
You're home, no?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't remember.
I thought
I think it is.
Yeah, they must be because yeah, I'm not sure, but
should I bet it?
Yeah, listen. The Mets are actually playing decent ball right now. They're going to have that last playoff spot, the last wild card spot. They can move up maybe, but they're playing well. I mean, they're really playing good ball right now. So it'll be interesting to see that series. And yeah, it's all. This is it, dude. Like I know that football season's starting right now, but this is one of the years where you haven't had this in a couple of years. I mean, you did last year, but where the Tigers are actually playing meaningful baseball.
Yeah. All right. We're out of time, Fred. And again, appreciate you on Labor Day. Enjoy the rest of your holiday or the end of the summer. I will be on next week. We will be on Monday. I will not be in the office. I will be in the UP.
Okay.
I'm not promising how my quality is going to be because I heard they got the internet yesterday.
Maybe.
So I don't know if I'm going to be running on dial-up or what.
Dial-up.
I might be running a dial-up. And plus, I don't know if I'm going to be able to travel with the microphone. I got a thing I got to work out, but at least I'll be on Monday after the first week, and we'll go from there. Fred, I appreciate you. Have a great week, brother.
All right, buddy.